How many teams?
20.
20?
Yeah.
Over 20 would be too many?
Probably. It'd be hard for reserving court space, I would assume. I mean, look at a facility like this, though. We have courts we're not using.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I think we got kind of lucky with this facility, though.
Oh, absolutely. Shout out to Spooky Nook. Hamilton, Ohio.
Yeah, what's our hotel called? The Champion?
The Warehouse at Champion.
Warehouse at Champion. Yeah. Great counter from Owen Hill on Josh Kramer there.
Josh Kramer sees the outline for the first time this match.
Yeah. And right now we're looking at 5 Final Justice players to 3 on Frostbite. Tyler Boyle steps up the court, he's looking to throw. Final Justice chasing him down. Ooh, they put a good throw on Owen Hill. The refs are going to call that one ground before it hit him. Those ones that stick like that are certainly tough calls to make.
Yeah, and we used to have a rule, we call it a trap, you know, ground and body at the same time. We just don't have the capabilities to see it, but we kind of got out.
Theoretically, the ball is going to either touch the person or the ground first.
Correct.
But if it's too close for the human eye to see,
they call it a trap.
It's kind of hard to make that.
So now it's either safe or it's not.
Yep.
All right, Wes Peters a part of another successful team throw.
And that puts Final Justice up 4-0.
So we have 18 minutes left in this matchup here.
Yeah, which is a little more than halftime, right? I'm not sure why that's sounding off at 18.
Yeah, I think that's based on the recordings from earlier.
Yeah. As we said before, total time in the match is 32 minutes for this championship pool. Top 4 teams out of 8 from the championship pool will make it to the Final 4 bracket tomorrow. And those are, do you have any idea how those games are going to work? They're going to have halves, or?
Yes, tomorrow we'll have halves, kind of like how the championship bracket will run in the rounds. 2 60-minute halves, I believe.
All right. So still a 32-minute game. Just give teams an opportunity to take halftime in the championship match because we have the time to, I'm guessing, so why not?
All right, Brady Etz with a reset there. Rebecca Wynn fires one back. I mean, Frostbite is by no means like out on this weekend. So,
no.
Like, you know, keeping morale high.
Yeah.
Wes Peters with a sick cross.
Huge catch from, I'm not sure of his name. That's
Baraball, correct?
Baraball on the Final Justice. He just dropped to like his chest and caught it before it hit the ground.
Wow.
But yeah, the Final Justice has looked dominant this entire tournament. I don't think they've lost a game yet. Frostbite certainly still has, if they don't come back in this game, certainly still has a chance to make it to the championship bracket.
Yeah, and you know, that's the beauty of the pool play. It's just kind of like setting up the seeds for tomorrow. But yeah, Frostbite still has a couple games left to play tomorrow for the championship bracket. So,
guys, every team in the championship bracket's getting one more game today.
Yeah, exactly.
And then there'll be 2 tomorrow.
Yes.
Before the Final 4.
Yep, and there are some consolation bracket games happening currently as well.
Right. Yep.
But I believe the consolation bracket is going to finish up before the semifinals and the finals tomorrow. That way teams are able to stick around and watch the Final 4 happen.
All right.
Final 4 not trademarked by the NDA.
The last 4 teams in the championship.
Ooh. Missed opportunity there by Brent Weakland.
Yeah, he probably wants that one back. It was right in his chest.
Yeah.
Cole Wilson is a hard thrower, though, so not exactly an easy catch to make.
Fun fact about Cole Wilson as well, he uses 2 fingers to pinch.
And a thumb, right?
And a thumb, yes. Or maybe it's 3 fingers now and a thumb. Yep.
I have done that before when my, oftentimes you'll have fingernail.
Oh!
Was he was already out, okay. Long cross from Kevin Wen there on Cole Wilson. He didn't realize he was already out. Yeah, oftentimes throwing these balls, they're not really meant for how we play with them. So players' fingernails will start to fall off, start to bleed. There's all different kinds of strategies for holding the ball and taping up your fingers and whatnot.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, and the longevity of this weekend, too, has a factor. Like, if you're just going like a practice, you know, a 2-hour-long practice, maybe you wouldn't need to tape up, but
right.
For 2 days, keeping your fingers, you know, nice and fresh.
Yeah, if you don't use tape for 2 days, odds are your fingernails are going to start to bleed a little bit at some point. Assuming that you're pinching the ball. You don't have to. Not all players do.
Yeah.
Maribel upset he didn't catch that one. He dropped to his knees to catch one of the many maxes on Frostbite. And he positioned his body well, but he just didn't bring the ball in. Oh, cross from Kevin Wen. All the way across the court. He catches Max Vincent sleeping a little bit.
Hits him right in the base of the neck. That's tough to do when he's facing it.
Yeah. It's tough to make those long crosses without somebody seeing your throwing motion out of the corner of their eye.
Yeah. A little bit of a stalemate here.
Yeah, we got a 4 on Final Justice still in the court. Owen still from Frostbite, the only one left for his side. A team throw on him. Dodges one, blocks the other. Owen still with a good reset throw. It's one of the harder throwers on Frostbite, I would say.
Yeah, and he's got a nice low release. Kind of just, you know, stays, you know, a couple inches off the ground.
Yep. Final Justice counters. Catch Owen jumping in the air.
Yeah, not much you can do.
And what is the score now? 5 to
5 to
nothing.
Correct.
Final Justice.
Yeah, I mean, I understand the want to jump in the air, but you can't control your body in the air. So
Yeah.
I have always thought like dropping, or whatever the case would be, you know, more advantageous than jumping.
Yeah.
Because once you're in the air, you have to catch the ball. You know.
Yeah, but I think the benefit of jumping in the air is oftentimes teams will put, you know, if they're throwing 3, 2 of them will often be low, just because, like you're saying, the better move if everyone's team throwing on you is to drop often. So if you jump expecting them to throw low, then you might only have to catch 1 ball as opposed to 2.
Right.
So it's kind of like a cat and mouse game when you're that last person left in those situations.
Yeah, I mean, it's a double-edged sword. Like, either way, you got to make a play or hope the team throw is off the mark there.
Yeah. Frostbite has 4 balls. Adam throws a long cross on Kevin. Team throw on Sean O'Donnell knocks him out. Good reset from Terrence Checkett. Good reset from Brent Weekland. West blocks that ball into the ground, but I understand why Frostbite might think that he blocked it in himself and rolled right up on him after it hit the ground. Ooh.
Well-placed cross.
Yeah, well.
Nice counter by...
Not well enough.
Yeah.
Very close cross on
Very good
Terrence.
counter
He certainly
by,
didn't see it coming.
Yeah, Becca Wynn with a counter of her own.
Terrence just can't quite bring that throw in from Peyton Schuster. And another Frostbite player out. We got 4 left. They each got a ball. And it looks like most, if not all, of Final Justice is still in.
Yeah, appears like they have a full squad. Max Vincent. A nice reset there. Stays out of trouble.
Like some would argue that that reset was short.
I would also argue that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's tough when they're in the process of moving back.
Exactly. For the uninformed, to reset the shot clock, you got to place a throw within a step and a lunge every, in this league, every 12 seconds.
It's about every like 6 feet is about the zone.
Yeah, you play long enough and you can just kind of see it.
Yeah. It's one of those judgment calls, but yeah, like you said, you play long enough, you kind of know what's good and what's bad.
Down to 2 Frostbite players left. We got Brady and Max versus 7 of Final Justice's, no, all 8 of Final Justice's players.
Yeah. Just a pretty good mismatch here with Final Justice getting the better of Frostbite.
Yep.
There's never really a moment where you thought Frostbite was going to come back. I mean, Final Justice has just been planted on their throw line the entire match.
True.
And this isn't indicative of Frostbite's like skill at all. Like
no, Frostbite is a good team.
Yeah. They traditionally do well in pool play, make it to the first or second round of the bracket, and they were the 2nd seed in our pool.
Yeah.
Just maybe some fatigue with low numbers, could be.
Could be, yeah.
Because they have no subs today. Tomorrow they should have a couple.
Yeah, having to play every point certainly does drain your energy, especially these long days of dodgeball.
Yeah, and if most of us are graduated, we're not used to it anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you work a 9-to-5 office job, and then this weekend I'm going to play 16 hours of dodgeball. It's tough. It's tough to train to be in shape for that if you're not just doing it all the time. Sure.
Right. That's what I do. Sit on my butt 9 to 5, Monday through Friday.
Yep.
And come out here and wonder why I'm so sore on Monday.
Oh, finally a cross catch. Caught? Catch. Caught by Frostbite there. You throw enough of those, the other team starts to wise up a little bit. And Brady was certainly ready for that one.
Yeah, I think West got greedy with that one. Frostbite to show some life here to end out this match.
It's tough when you're down 5-0, and yeah, you haven't won a point. There's less than half the time left. It's hard to imagine yourself even having the possibility of coming back.
That's a great point. But as a leader, on your team, you want to bring in like good vibes or good momentum.
Definitely. And you want to practice how you're going to play in the next point, so you don't come out and play slow.
Exactly.
But at the same time, like you said, they have 8 guys for today, and they all have to play every point. And that tires you out. No breaks.
Oh, yeah.
Dodgeball is a grind of a sport. You're sprinting up and back the court. If you're still in and you have a ball, you're sprinting up and down every single time.
That's why, like, it's super imperative to get coordinated with your team to bring the roster that you like to have. All right. West Peters excited to be back in.
I think that puts Final Justice back at full strength.
Yep.
To me, it kind of seems like both teams are content with just sort of running the clock here, which I mean I can't really blame Frostbite. They, like we said a couple times, they have 8 guys and they still have to play more games tomorrow, right?
Yeah,
so,
I believe at least 2 tomorrow, 3 tomorrow.
Yeah, it should be 3. No, it should be 2.
Yeah.
4 teams in each pool.
Yeah.
So you play 3 others.
Yeah. On the other hand, if you're Frostbite, or Final Justice, you don't want to get like too sloppy or too lazy. But you see these types of players coming from Michigan State are used to having big leads, so they're used to turning it back on. We're during an important match, but
yeah, not to say that this will happen to them, but I have seen teams before play a team that they're better than and beat them pretty handedly, and the last few points just throw away the kind of strategy and just kind of do whatever they want, and then which is usually fine, but then going into that next game, if you started out just playing sloppy like that, that's when you can get in trouble. But Final Justice is going to have a whole day, whole night before they play their next game. I wouldn't be too concerned about it.
No, I just know it can be a downfall of certain teams with not the right mindset. But Final Justice, they have their eyes on the prize. They know what this weekend's about. Great catch by Wes Peters there. Yeah. I haven't really seen much of his catching ability this weekend.
No? I haven't really seen Final Justice play, to be honest with you.
I refed one of their matches and I watched him, and he's mostly kept the ball, which is why he's mostly focused on staying in and blocking for himself. But Wes Peters is traditionally known as being one of the better catchers to come out of the NCDA.
Definitely.
What a pump fake by Leekland. Had me looking.
Call Max Vincent safe on that team throw. I'm not really. I have some people standing in between me and him, so I'm not really sure myself. But another team throw, blocks the one ball, other ball doesn't hit him. Oh, cross from Kevin Wen, almost got him. Turns at the last second. Final Justice being very aggressive, trying to get a catch here to end the point. Max Vincent, earlier we talked about the shot clock. They got him on that 3-person team throw. But yeah, to reset the shot clock, you do have to also make sure your throw crosses the throw line. So if you crowd the throw line, put everyone up at the front, you can maybe get an aggressive catch.
Yeah, the ball has to be playable, you know.
Right.
And if you're on your own throw line, you can't step over and make that catch, so that would be an illegitimate throw.
Yep.
But yeah, looks like this is gonna maybe take it to the end of the match here. Final score is 6-0.
Yep, 6-0. Final justice over Frostbite. If I'm Frostbite's captain, you know, I'm just saying, let's brush this off. We get our 3 of our studs back tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
And they're getting some, potentially the hardest thrower in the NCDA or in the NDA, in Max Kowalski back tomorrow.
Yeah.
I certainly don't know many people who want to be on the other side of his.
I'd say he's top 3 and he's not number 3.
Yeah, yeah. They'll be getting him back tomorrow, and a couple other good players in Caleb Arnold and Reed Major.
Yeah.
Couple of really good catchers.
Reed and Caleb also multi-school athletes.
Yep.
Reed from Bowling Green State and then Miami. Caleb from Bowling Green State and then OU.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So if I'm their captain, I'm saying, look, our 3 studs are coming back tomorrow. We're still not out of the championship bracket. Brush this one off, and we'll come out and dominate.
Yeah. Step 1 was to make it into the championship bracket. They accomplished that today.
Yep.
You know, would have liked to not maybe get, you know, the beatdown you did against Final Justice, but all right. This has been Colby Bryceland and Alex Announcement. It's nice to talk to you guys. Hope you guys stick with us this weekend.
All right, here we go. Got another game coming up. This is Kevin Bailey in the booth.
This is Max Vincent also in the booth.
All right, we got Omerta against Gamecocks. All right.
So what are you thinking right off the bat, Kevin?
I haven't seen Omerta play all day long, actually. They got the 2 seed out of their pool. They beat Kraken in a close game, 3-2, I was told. Gamecocks beat Kraken in that tiebreaker thing, so that's the only thing I can base this off of. But
we played Gamecocks game 1 of the day.
Yeah,
They looked pretty solid. Same Gamecocks as old.
What's the score?
We won 3-1.
Nah.
But first game of the day, now you're factoring in fatigue, a long game time.
I'm gonna take Gamecocks in a close game.
I'll go against you. I'll take Omerta.
All right.
It'll be interesting to see how the Nick Hazardson injury kind of affects the play style. Because they lost their big left wing, and who's going to fill that role?
And also Wes Peters no longer on the team.
No longer on Omerta.
They do have Leo.
Big addition.
And I'm not sure who else they've added. I think everyone else is core players on their roster. Grant Weber is, he's played in at least one of the tournaments.
Okay. A lot of familiar faces on this team.
Gosh, I don't know. I think Ben Johnson's the best player on the court.
Oh, I 100% agree.
Yeah.
He's been on fire all season long.
Yeah, he could be the MVP, honestly. I think.
He would have my vote. He's a true difference maker.
Yeah, it's hard to say like what other players would be like up for that, or like whatever.
Not gonna put yourself up for that?
No, I've only played one tournament healthy the whole year, so definitely not me. I don't know how healthy or not Riley is.
That'll be a big question.
He's going to be a bigger factor now with those other guys no longer on the roster, though.
Have to shoulder a little bit more workload.
Yeah.
And also kind of going down to the younger guys. Will Hyatt from UC. Ryan Orr from Western Michigan.
Will Hyatt is, I think, significantly better than he was at the first NDA tournament this year when he was just coming off his freshman year of college. Now he's in the middle of his second year. He's like one of the captains on the team, right?
Yeah.
So,
captain for UC.
Yeah.
Front runner for Ohio Player of the Year.
Okay.
Through
really
the first.
Were you at that tournament?
I was at Ohio State, and he was.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Big time for him.
I'm confused why Kyle Fitzpatrick isn't playing. Do you know, is he injured?
Yeah, I spoke with him earlier today. He broke his left hand earlier, and kind of
in the game.
Not in the game. Kind of before the tournament. Not sure doing what, but he said, yeah, me with one hand isn't nearly as good as anyone else with two. Yeah. So give the spot to someone else. Maybe if he has to make a sub in, we'll see it.
Jeff Starr is also sitting out, kind of interesting. Yep. Usually when
Colby.
Yeah, and Colby. When we play Gamecocks, I think Jeff has good performances usually, so it's, I don't know, I'm kind of surprised that he's sitting. But
yeah.
All right, here we go. It's
false start.
Yeah, false start.
False start re-wrapping.
For all the viewers, we're in the second round of pool play here. So how this works is the first round of pool play moved on to only 8 teams got to advance from that and stay in the running for the championship. Now we're on those final 8 teams of the 15. Of this 8, we're in 2 pools of 4. Only 2 teams advance from each of that to a Final 4 bracket. So this is the first game for each of these teams in their new pool.
A little non-traditional approach to round robin and seeding.
It's definitely different. And Gamecock's only 2 balls off the jump. Not ideal for them.
Not against the roster like Omerta's. Moran making his throw.
Casey Bielik goes down. Yep, already. Omerta's definitely one of the teams that playing with the ball advantage helps them. I don't know how to word it. It's definitely something that they emphasize more than most teams. So giving them that off the run up is not good.
They very much want to push that front line, keep you on your back line, and just pound away on your catchers. So
132-minute match here, running clock. If it's a tie at the end, and that's just going to play into the final round robin results. winning this first game puts you in a driver's seat. Losing this first game, it really feels like you have to win out in your next 2 games, otherwise you have no shot. So it's a huge swing here. This is the last game of the day for both teams. The rest of this round robin happens tomorrow.
Round 2 and 3 will happen tomorrow.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see who comes out sore, who comes out fresh,
Right.
and how day 1 affects you.
Gamecocks down to 4 players already. Oh,
Very quick first point going so far.
Shackelford dropped a somewhat easy catch there.
And to Ben Johnson and Felix Brany. Both can catch and both can throw.
Yeah, no, they're not out of this point yet, especially a catch is such a huge swing. And he's so tough to get out, especially if he's got a ball in his hand. He's one of the toughest guys to clip when he's blocking for himself.
One of the best players when he's in the air.
Right. Good block there. You know who he plays a lot like is Ben Smart, I think.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see the similarities. Can hit with a cross when you're not looking for it.
Right.
Can catch almost everything.
Ooh. Just a little bit off on the timing for Omerta right now. They're not rushing anything though. They seem super composed right now, which is good to see from them. Not forcing any ill-advised throws so far. Oh, there we go. Felix Brony's out.
Down to 1. Here comes the team throw.
And there it is. All right.
First point.
So we were only about 3 minutes in. Omerta with a 1-0 lead. They looked good. They looked. They didn't have to break much of a sweat at that point, honestly.
No, and getting those balls off the rush is such an important key for Omerta.
Yeah, I want to see. I want to see what Gamecocks does differently here on the run-up. Are they going to go all out? Because that basically from the start of that point, from the first 3 seconds into the point, we knew they weren't going to win it.
Jeff Starr's now on the court.
All right, and there's the run-up and a quick kill. 2 kills for Omerta. Wow.
Yeah, it's interesting to see the difference in mentality between teams. Some that do throw off the rush, some that don't.
Yeah. Ooh, good dodge by Will Hyatt. And Austin Breggy's one of the most lethal arms in the league, I think. Almost takes out a head on that throw.
Hard to see his arm in that camo sleeve.
All right, Riley pushing up. Leo next to him on that left side.
Nice Gardner.
Oh, and Riley drops that one.
And Leo.
Oh, wow.
Big swing for Gamecocks' second point.
Yes. Tale of 2 points here. Gamecocks has complete control. Omerta, 3 balls on their side. Here comes 1 throw.
I think it's such a big confidence benefit too, getting Mike Riley out pretty early on, not letting him be that solo player he likes to be.
Yeah, he's huge because he plays middle of the court, so no matter where you are, he's impacting your game in the way that you're playing because he's right there in the middle. He's so good at pump faking, staying alive.
He's just nimble. Again, can catch everything.
Oh, man,
Taylor gets him.
The delayed throw was perfect there. Some teams do a lot of that, some teams don't. We're down to 1, Kyle Gardner. It looks like we're going to be tied 1-1 here with plenty of dodgeball left. We still got 26.5 minutes to go.
For as quick as point 1 was, point 2 might have been quicker.
Yep, it was. 1-1 score. So different that point. That was wild. I still don't know what to take from it because it's been complete opposite both of those points. We haven't seen a close point yet. We haven't seen 4-on-4, 5-on-5 situation. It's been one team winning a point with all 8 people left, and that's not super common, I wouldn't say.
No, especially teams of this caliber.
Yeah. What do you think? The top 8, is the top 8 what you expected, or are there any sort of surprise teams? It went close to chalk, I think.
It did. I think Venom losing in that tiebreaker was interesting to see. But I think kind of the top 8's been the top 8 for all season long.
Yeah.
All
right, Omerta making a quick throw.
Be interesting to see the impact Leo has as the new addition to Omerta. Oh,
What is the call here? Did he step over the throw line? Ball's over. So
ball's over.
before Leo made that throw, the clock was expired. So
And that's a big change coming from the NCDA, from college, where you have a 15-second shot clock, now down to a constant 12.
right. All right, ball advantage fully on Gamecock side. They go right after Riley.
It's the right play.
Yeah, I think so. I'd either go for him or Breggy because Breggy's such a hard thrower. That's probably the right move, though. Ooh. All right, good block there. Peter Bro pushes up, former captain for Western Michigan. He also played on Central at one point in time.
Interesting mix of schools
Yeah.
we've got on
That's a
the
good
board.
point. You've got Central Michigan players on both sides. You've got Cincinnati players on both sides, I believe. Maybe not. Yeah, one Cincinnati player on Omerta. Actually, none on Gamecocks.
None on Gamecocks.
Wrong about that. Mostly Ohio State, Kent State for the Gamecocks.
Casey and Eric Nelson from Central Michigan.
Yep.
Alex Danauskas, Grand Valley.
Grand Valley and Ohio. Ball advantage still very much in Gamecocks' favor right now. Oh man, he left himself open. That's one of the biggest things here is when you push up, you've got to make sure your team pushes up with you and you don't expose yourself.
Don't be caught alone.
And we got chaos right now with that exchange back and forth. One person down from Gamecocks there. I don't know if Omerta lost anyone. So they
came away with the ball control.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened from when the full ball's over, win against them. Gamecocks kind of fumbled this point. Down to 3, 4. 4 left for them. 4 on 6. Tie game right now, 1-1. Again, this is a huge swing here. You win this game, you're kind of in the driver's seat for the rest of this pool play, and you got a good shot of moving on to the Final Four. Losing this game puts you in a really tough spot. Good dodges there by Janauskas. Oh, man. He had no shot at all there. He just went right up on 3 people with balls. Not sure why he
Tough
did that.
position. I think the cross got him on that one. Right off the cheek.
6 left for Omerta still.
6 on 3.
Ooh, bad communication there for them to waste 2 throws. Yeah, they're falling apart here. That was bad communication. They're down to 3 balls on their side. Gamecocks players seem to be arguing with that call. And there's another kill. Weber takes him out. 2 CMU players there, or CMU grads, I should say. We got Ryan Men and Alex Janauskas left against a whole squad almost of players for Omerta.
And 1 or 2 for Omerta.
Down to 1.
And that team throw coming from Dom Tybruski and Leon Rockmore is lethal.
Janauskas, he's one of those guys that really thrives when he's the last one left. Survivability, all that stuff. We'll see how it goes here. I would definitely set up a team throw. And they don't connect though. He's going to that jump dodge a lot. I think next time you got to talk and say, put the balls up higher. Don't throw both underneath him. Oh,
Big block.
yeah. And a kill.
Picks off Peter Bro.
There's 1. It's 1 at a time.
He's very much still in this.
Yep.
Just make 1 or 2 plays and get the swing in.
I'm not sure who's next in for Gamecocks too if he makes a catch. Again, he does the jump dodge. Easy.
It's been a lot of jump dodges. I think the shorter court really helps. Kind of have to give that agility to each player.
Yeah. One thing, we'll see it tomorrow, but one thing I loved was during the tie break, the stands were full and everyone was watching and it was awesome.
Always more fun playing in front of the crowd.
And right now everyone's playing, and there it goes, Janauskas goes down. So 2-1 Omerta. Everyone's playing, so we're not going to be able to fill the stands, but as we start to dwindle down in teams tomorrow, it's going to be
the atmosphere gets
The
better
atmosphere is
and
going to be awesome because those tiebreak games were definitely, that was awesome. 2-1 Omerta, we're at 20 minutes left. Still a lot of dodgeball to play. This game, even if you're up 2 at this point, it's anyone's game. So we...
Absolutely. I mean, if Gamecocks do what they did the second point, they're right back in it.
Yep.
And they've shown that they can do that. And they can take it to Omerta. They just got to prove it to themselves.
Yep. These are technically the 2 and 3 seed in this pool. 1 seed is, I think 1 seed would be Final Justice then in this pool, right?
Final Justice is in our pool with Mutiny and Kraken.
Oh, no. Okay.
So Dynasty.
Yeah, Dynasty and then Spartans actually. Gamecocks was the 4, okay. Spartans was the 3. So, yeah, because Gamecocks had to get into the tiebreaker.
Which the 1 point tiebreaker was great to see.
Yeah, it was fun. We haven't seen much of Riley because they picked him off like early in a couple points. He just got a quick kill there. A little bit chaotic here.
Riley.
And another kill. Will Hyatt goes down as well. Dan Shackelford with a kill. Kent State alum, veteran. He's been around forever. He's probably on his 15th year of dodgeball, I bet. He graduated back in like 2012, 2013, something like that. So
that's what's been great about the NDA.
Maybe
you're getting a lot of these kind of older guys that maybe didn't play.
Yeah.
Now they're coming back and enjoying it.
Is that a catch? No, he's out.
Rule him out.
Yeah, it's like Venom. We were talking about Venom was off the scene for a couple years, and now they're all back.
And competitive.
We're going to get more of that as we go here. This was the first year, and some teams didn't really get up to speed in time. A lot of East Coast teams not at Nationals, partially because of that.
Because of the distance.
Yeah.
We'd love to see the Grizzlies out here.
Right. Ooh, bad communication now from Omerta and Gamecocks. Both sides are throwing more than one ball.
Yep, losing a little bit of the structure that they like to play.
Easy catch. Ryan Aller threw it right to him, and Breggy goes down as well. So we're looking at 2-2 here if they can get one more out. Grant Weber, former All-American from Central Michigan, last guy left. Team throw coming up. Nice catch, and he stays alive. Wow.
Big play. Bring it back Peterborough.
Huge swing, too, with Johnson going out. And a kill. Long distance kill. You do not see that very often. We're at 2-on-2 now.
It's shaping up to be a great pull.
No, my gosh.
And
Weber.
comes Riley.
So clutch by Weber. If they end up winning this game, they can thank him for it.
Point.
And he's out, yep. Okay, 3-1. 17 and a half to go. Wow, down to 1 man left. A team throw. Grant Weber makes the catches, or 1 catch at a time, but he made 2 or 3 there, and that swung everything. That was huge.
And it just goes to show that you're never out of a point.
Yeah.
You can always make 1 or 2 plays and get your team right back in it.
Man, Gamecocks have to be kicking themselves there. They were in control. Yeah, and it would have been a tie game. Now they're really backs against the wall. 3-1. We're under 17 now to go.
But 3-1, most dangerous league in sports.
That's a good point.
Omerta can't kind of sit back. They got to go and take this point and really put the exclamation point on it.
They can't pull a Golden State Warriors.
Nope. Omerta getting all the balls off the rush again.
Yeah, that was big. They went up aggressive, felt like they had nothing to lose. Gamecocks should have been the one doing that with where they're at in this game.
Gamecocks needed it. You're already behind the 8 ball.
Yeah.
Right in the most important point of the game.
Ooh, good dodge.
Big block.
Again, something I'm seeing too much from Gamecocks. They're going up, one player is going up and leaving themselves exposed for an easy kill from the other team. You've got to work as a team. Both sides have to push up together. I'm not seeing that as much from Omerta. They're doing a good job of pushing up and back as a team. That's one of the keys.
And also not getting sucked into the chaos single throw ball.
Right, yeah.
That's where Omerta thrives. They have the arms to do that.
Ooh, headshot off the ball. Eric Nelson taking out his former college teammate there. So that's a big kill. You got Weber, the hero from last point. You got Riley in outline and Will Hyatt as well.
2 quick outs for Omerta. Alex Janauskas going down. And a catch.
Where's the catch? Oh, okay. Wow.
This throws a floater to Leo right in the chest.
This is about to be game over if Gamecocks can't get under control here. There's a kill. Down to 2. Down to 1. 1 man left, and Omerta is running away with this game after a close, 1-1 game to start. Good dodge. All but 3 balls on his side. Got to think Omerta's waiting to set up another team throw at some point.
Comes.
Oh, he had it.
Couldn't finish it.
All right, under 15 to go now. A 3-1 lead, or a 4-1 lead, 3-point lead for Omerta. That's
that might be curtains.
That's probably going to do it. Omerta's going to play a lot more conservative the rest of this game. I wonder if we could get score updates on some other games. Yeah, we'll see if we can get a score update. Kraken against Mutiny. 4-1 here. Omerta in the driver's seat. Again, this is the first round of the second round robin. So 8 teams are left. We're doing 2 pools of 4. From that, we're going to go top 2 of each, move on to a semifinal bracket from there on out. So pool play. These are the 2 of the 4 teams in this pool. The other 2 are Dynasty and Spartans. And a quick kill on the run-up.
The Gamecocks games, 2 games tomorrow, even more important.
Yeah, it's basically you have to win out if you're going to win the championship at this point if you're Gamecocks. So simple as that. Oh, right to him. Okay, and we got a score update from the other court. Midwest Mutiny trailing 3-0 against Grand Rapids Kraken. Good for Kraken coming in as the 4 seed in that pool. That makes that pool tough with them being the 4 seed.
Absolutely.
That's the defending national champions as the 4 seed. Crazy.
Defending national champions, and they had to prove themselves in the tiebreaker.
Yeah. Yep. So you got, Mutiny's a good team, deep. Definitely not running out of energy by any means.
Young talent, fresh out of college, and some still playing.
Yeah, and then Final Justice, obviously, they came off a win at the last tournament too, so.
They're the hottest team in dodgeball right now.
Yeah. And as expected, this game's going super slow for Omerta. I don't know why Gamecocks, I don't know.
They have to push the pace.
They have 4 balls on their side, so they can. Oh, nice catch. Wow.
Which Ben Johnson making a difference.
Nice team throw there. And now the pace is picking up here. 3 left.
A little momentum.
3 left for Omerta. If they win this point and we're at 10 minutes left, it's still
anybody's game.
Yeah, very much a possibility. At least
Pomerand.
At a minimum, they can tie the game.
Two kills back to back.
Austin Breggy, last one left. See what he's got. He's out. All right. 11.5 to go. Gamecocks making it a back and forth game here. They got 2 more points they got to win, but that's a start, and they did it quick. They did exactly what they had to do there.
They're not rolling over.
Right when we mentioned that it was slow pace, they picked it up, and all of a sudden, boom, boom, boom.
Build that momentum. Now they need to carry that momentum into this point.
$11 minutes left. Okay, so I don't know what the rotation is. We got Will Hyatt's out, Kyle Garner's out.
And Jared Brown's out.
Yeah. Oh, good save.
Team catch saves Ben. It's an interesting rule there. A team catch no longer brings in an extra player.
Right.
So how much of a difference does that make kind of in the game flow?
Still saves a guy. I just don't know if people are going to go all out for it as much. I do love. Oh wow! Leo out. No. Nelson stayed alive and made a catch afterwards.
Both players hit the deck, dodged their balls, and Eric Nelson comes away with the catch.
No, Leo got hit.
Leo got hit.
He got out. Woo! And a kill. Tom Moran gets clipped. Alex Janauskas, nice throw. Omerta, what is happening with them? It's like they're playing too conservative, too timid.
Took the foot off the gas.
Yeah, I know Gamecocks did that to Dynasty back in the Athens tournament. It was the same score. I think it was 4-1, and we took the pedal off the gas, and they just went all out and came back and tied it. Forced overtime and won in overtime. They're a good team with their back against the wall, I guess. 8 players left in against 4 for Omerta. Do we have a catch?
We're catching out.
All right, so they're calling him out.
Western Michigan. Yep, catching out brings back in Leo. Yeah, I want to see Leon be a difference maker here in this point, kind of take control.
Right. Ooh.
He's got that ability.
I mean, listen, Omerta, it's not like they can really just slow down the pace. There's 9 minutes left. There's enough for 2 points to be scored. Oh, and Weber drops it. Caught him off guard. 3 left now. No, 4. Is it 4? It's just 3. Just 3.
3 left for Omerta.
Oh.
With 3 big arms left for Omerta.
Yeah.
Maybe not catcher dominant, which you kind of want to see in this situation. Low ball control for the Gamecocks. Want to see maybe make a catch, bring someone else in.
Yep, it looks like they're just going to throw 1 ball and hang on to that ball advantage. If I'm Gamecocks at this point, I'm going back and making Omerta be the one that moves in transition.
Make them run.
Force them up. And they're being a little bit lazy and not getting back quick enough. They've got to force Omerta into some long throws because right now each of them is able to block at least with 1 ball in their hand, sometimes 2.
And also being down to 3 players,
yeah,
they're going to have to take a lot of throws.
Oh, there's a catch. That's the last thing you want. Woo! Nice dodge there on the far side.
Eric Nelson so far.
Yeah. He might have been complaining about a call there. Oh. Good reset throw. Okay, so only 2 balls on Gamecock side. They don't have a clock yet. And they're just a little bit slow in transition. They've got to get up quicker if they're going to pick someone off.
Do you think that's fatigue?
Yeah, it's got to be part of it. I mean, it's been a long day. We've still got a lot of dodgeball left, too, so.
That's 7 minutes left on the clock.
Another reset throw. Breggy just doing a good job resetting, staying alive. Gamecocks has to do something different than half commit right now. They're half committing to going up, half committing to backing up. Again, makes it an easy short throw for Breggy there instead of having to do full length. Oh, okay, so it worked. So the first throw by Breggy, they didn't count as within the legitimate attempt zone. Wow, that's exactly what they need. They got to hurry up, though. 6.5 to go.
You need to hit these team throws now.
Yeah.
2 left for Omerta. Do you do 2 team throws here or just 1?
Yeah, you might just do 2. Do 2 team throws with maybe 2 or 3 each. Instead, wow, what a catch. And he stays alive, too. Riley comes in. That could be the dagger. We'll see how it goes. There's 6 minutes left. Gamecocks has to hang on to a little bit of momentum here, though.
Just need to start thinking about that clock.
Nice kill. Nice kill by Riley. And ball's over. Wow.
That might be it.
Yep.
So now they can just milk the clock for what it's worth.
They should sit on this. They should throw 2 balls, or 2 balls and then 1 the rest of the time, and they can probably just sit on it the rest of the game, honestly. Yep, okay. Smartly, they do a team throw, get bent out, and now Oh, they're doing another. Maybe they're just trying to win the point.
Might be going for it.
Okay. I don't know if I would do that if I was them.
It's risky.
6 minutes is a lot of dodgeball with it just being this few players left, but still. Hang on to ball advantage and just, if you're confident resetting, you don't have to force yourself into any tough throw.
Don't do any stupid plays if you're Omerta. Oh, what a block.
Still at 3-on-2.
Riley commanding that middle of the court. Felix looking nimble as ever.
Right. A lot of veterans on Gamecocks roster, that's for sure. Oh my! And that's probably going to do it. 5-2 now. Omerta takes that point. This one's over. I wonder if they'll play out the last 4 minutes. They probably will. Tough spot for Gamecocks to be in now. Backs against the wall for the rest of the tournament.
Going to come out strong tomorrow.
Yep.
And Omerta has to be feeling good.
Right. Yep, they were in that the pool of death with Kraken and Final Justice. Tough pool.
And the Lake Monsters, can't forget about them.
Yeah, Lake Monsters got
took some points.
4th in that pool. Yeah. So that was Resistance that got 5th. So honestly, good for Lake Monsters. They're in a tough pool, tough draw. Yeah. If I'm Gamecocks, I'm just saving my arms for tomorrow. You're not winning this point. Actually, I guess point differential in those sorts of things could come into play. So if you can win a point, win a point. 5-2, getting that to within 2 would help if it comes down to those tiebreakers. But if they don't see the light at the end of the tunnel for this point, then you just maybe tuck it in and stay. Keep it at 5-2.
Save your arms.
Yeah. Those nets back there have come in clutch.
Yeah. Very thankful we have those. And it's such a difference playing with nets on both sides versus playing against a wall.
Wall ball is not ideal.
If Omerta had a wall behind them, it would be game over already.
Right. A wall in front of them, you mean?
Yes, wall in front of them.
Ball's over again. Oh man. You don't see balls over that much either. I don't know if I've had a balls over today yet.
I don't. Frostbite didn't either.
Yeah.
And that's 2 now. It's 3.
3 this game. Couple kills, couple good team throws. Omerta's looking crisp.
They look like they want the point.
Yeah.
Playing for that point differential.
It's good to have in your back pocket. Yeah, we won by 4 against Gamecocks. That's going to come in handy. Three minutes left. Okay, so we're slightly off on the stream. We're at 1.5 to go, but
they're still team throwing.
Yeah, they want the point. Like Riley's shoes.
Look like soccer cleats.
Yeah, they look like, you know what they look like is wrestling shoes.
Yeah, they do.
I gotta ask him about that.
Boxing shoes.
All right, so confirmed he's got boxing shoes on. I wonder how the grip are on those. I mean, I think that can't be enough ankle support, maybe.
Nothing on the insole.
Hey.
I hope it doesn't have 5 feet. I mean, you know what they say, gotta look good to play good.
Right. again, for those joining us, we got a big day of dodgeball tomorrow too. Championship Sunday. Omerta takes the point, 6-2, and that's going to be it. They're going to shake hands. 4-point win for them. They're looking good. Tomorrow's the big day, though. We got the next 2 rounds of pool play. The next 2 rounds of pool play, and then we've got the final 4 from there. So 2 teams move on from each pool. And then we also got consolation games going all day tomorrow as well. Who's going to be crowned the first NDA National Champion? We will see. It's been a great first year as a league. I wonder if we can get some Omerta players in here to talk. We're probably going to shut down the stream here in a minute, though. But that was the last round of games for today, so.
Another action-packed day of dodgeball coming tomorrow.
Yep. We've got, so let's go through the pools again. So pool 1, we have Dynasty as the 1 seed. We have, let's see, who else is in that pool? What was that? That was, yeah. So Dynasty is the 1. Omerta, who just won, is the 2 seed in that pool. The 3 seed then would be Spartans. They're 0-1 in pool play right now, and then Gamecocks at 4. So Gamecocks and Spartans back against the wall. That match is going to be huge. And then from there, if either of them can pull off a win against the other undefeated team that they haven't played yet, that'd be massive. Trying to force maybe a 3-way tie in there or something, but if you go 2-1, you're in a great spot. So you got to win the next 2. Absolutely. More than likely. It would be, I don't know, is that statistically impossible to make it on if you're 1-2? Probably not. It depends on
if the rest of your pool ties.
Yeah, you would have to have 3 teams go 1-2 and 1 team go 3-0.
Right. In the other pool, you've got Final Justice as the 1 seed, Frostbite coming in as the 2.
Mutiny at 3, and then Kraken at 4. Mutiny just lost.
To Kraken.
Yeah, so Kraken at the 4 spot, getting a win, starting 1-0 is huge. But I don't think anyone was counting out Kraken. I think that it's just wild that they ended up as the 4 in that pool. We talked about it earlier, but that pool, it feels like it's deeper than this pool. Even though Gamecocks, I guess, did beat Kraken in that the tiebreak thing. Right. So who knows? We've got 8 teams that could win the title, truly. I think
everyone has a shot.
Yeah. I mean, we've been 8 tournaments, 8 different champions. Of the teams in the top 8, 6 of them have won. Omerta and Frostbite have not. One of those teams is due. We've made a lot of jokes about one of those teams is probably going to win the title then. But who knows? It's crazy that no team has won more than 1 tournament this year.
It's a great thing to see, and just shows where the league is from a parity standpoint. Everyone's competitive, and you never know what's going to happen.
Right. Plus, I mean, Grizzlies aren't here. They won a tournament. They won a tournament with some good teams, too. Spartans were at that tournament. Spartans won a tournament. Yeah, Mutiny. And Spartans won a tournament that basically every good team was at, which is crazy that, like, how all of that, the transitive property kind of works there. There's so many solid teams.
And you just never know who's going to show up and who's not.
Yeah. Venom against Resistance over there on that far court. Those are consolation bracket games, or consolation pool play games. They're playing a full pool on that far court. I think winner of that game is probably going to win that and finish as the 9th best team.
I don't know. Yeah. Pickaxers looked very, very good today.
Oh yeah, we both played them.
Yes, they did.
And man, we could have lost. We could have lost to them right off the bat. The first couple points, we could have easily lost to them.
We were tied 1-1. If a few things go a different way, they might beat us.
What are your thoughts on this league compared to what we've had kind of the last couple of years since COVID from a pitch standpoint?
I think as a whole, teams have gotten better. There isn't a clear kind of 1 and 2 with everyone kind of filling in below. And it also helps all the young talent coming in. There's been a big boom.
I agree. That was what I was going to say. Yeah. So we've got I don't know what the amount of graduates are versus current college players, but the ratio is changing. There's more college players, and it's only going to improve. We've got a whole Penn State team that's not here. There's some of those other East Coast teams that had a lot of college kids. Grizzlies had some.
Frostbite alone, we had 3 today.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, and it's interesting right now, a lot of those college kids are getting picked up onto a team. It's going to be interesting to see like what what our maximum amount of teams are that we can kind of keep steady.
Right.
And right now there were 26 different teams played a tournament in the main division. So 26 is a lot. We did not expect that when we created this league. We kind of rushed into it. 26 teams is crazy. To have 15 at Nationals is also way more than we expected. I remember one of the first meetings, we were like going through a Google sheet, and we were putting down the names of who we expected to go to the tournaments that we had. And initially it was going to be like 4 events, and we were like, we'll get maybe like 6 teams at this one. The one in Grand Rapids, maybe some of the Ohio teams won't go. Who can we count on? And then we're counting up how much money are we going to have? Are we going to even be able to like afford going to these like venues? And now here we are at this crazy, humongous venue.
Beautiful
and we've
venue.
got 15 teams, brand new venue too, within the last year. It was open in January, I think.
Okay.
It's just crazy that we've gone from that to now we are almost at like capacity at certain tournaments that we only have so many courts, and now we're at this tournament with 6 courts that we have. 5 are going right now. Anyway, pumped with how it's gone. Also pumped with the stream. Shout out Bill Fisher, Dodgeball TV. If you're watching there, or if you're watching on NDA YouTube, thank you for tuning in. We're done for the day here, though. What are your final thoughts?
Final thoughts. Day 1 was as great as it could be. A lot of great dodgeball. And you really don't know who's going to come out tomorrow, who's going to show, and who's going to win.
Yep.
And that's, I think, the best part of the NDA and dodgeball as a whole.
Yep.
There's
Absolutely.
I can't predict anything.
I also love, this is a different thing. When you go to NCDA Nationals, everyone's playing in one division only, and everyone's going after. There's only one goal that everyone's chasing. It's not like when there's 3 divisions that you get to play that day. If you lose one, it's like, all right, we got to pick ourselves back up. We get another chance. It's all, you're eliminated tomorrow if you mess up.
Single
So
elimination.
everyone's going after the same singular goal, and everyone's going to be crowded around court 1 tomorrow. The finals are going to take place, I think, maybe like 1:30 p.m. Tune in by at least noon to get those semifinals and finals, but we're going to have a full day of dodgeball tomorrow. It's going to be fun. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll sign off here and hope to see you tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you.
He's got a lot.